Call the banners.
All of them, my lord.
They've all sworn to defend my father, have they not?
They have.
Now we see what the words are worth.
Shalom and welcome to another episode of TEOTW being exposed as liars yet again. The lie we plan on covering is the fact that TEOTW claimed that the YAP Gang doesn't use autosomal DNA. But in fact, we do. We use all forms of DNA. And we even told them this in a private meeting that we had that was roughly almost a year ago. But TEOTW keeps saying that the YAP Gang doesn't use autosomal DNA, even though they know the truth that we do. Here is them repeating that lie in their own words, and here is us literally saying a year ago or so that YAP Gang does indeed use Y-DNA and autosomal DNA in all forms of genetic research.
Okay, thanks. So, are you guys, have you all put any effort in looking at autosomal? And if so, is there a reason why autosomal is not valid for you guys or invalid? And then, from there I can explain our concerns with haplogroup. But yeah, if you can answer that.
Yeah, so I've specifically dealt with autosomal DNA and Y-DNA. And personally for me, I use both autosomal DNA and Y-DNA when it comes, well, I try to do my best to use everything, language, archaeology, customs, culture, stuff like that. So that being said, I use both Y-DNA and autosomal DNA. I have no problem with it, but I have a particular way that I do use it though. So, and I think the rest of YAP also use a little bit of both, depending on the way you're going to do it.
And yeah, I'd like to say about the haplogroup versus autosomal. It's not versus autosomal. It's a combination of both. And why is because autosomal, when you go through the generations, you will only get as much DNA up to 9 generations back. And so we're much farther from Jacob than 9 generations. And so in order to look for any type of heritage or DNA coming down from Shemitic people living in the Middle East, because the haplogroup, your X or your Y, would be unbroken, passing down from your mother to you or your father to you. Unbroken means that that mutation that you get from your father or your mother is going to go to you, and that mutation won't change that they gave you.
So just as I stated at the start of the video, TEOTW lied when they say that we don't use autosomal DNA. We told them this a year ago, and we tell them over and over again. We use all forms of DNA. But TEOTW would rather lie to his audience because this somehow makes him look better in some strange way in his mind. But anyways, y'all see the truth. Shalom.